know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. Supreme Court judgment you don't respect. Then why are we in a court of law? Why are we in a court of law, I ask? Nonsense. You think Britain can ask you to jail me and you jail me? You are dreaming. You are dreaming. I'm telling you that you are dreaming. Nonsense.
So guys, what happened in court today was something extraordinary, and Nnamdi Kanu proved again why he is a fearless lion. Welcome to this YouTube channel. In case you're new to this YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe bell below, because in this channel, I bring you everything I show you and everything you need to know regarding Nnamdi Kanu. So Nnamdi Kanu was fearless in court today. Don't worry, I'll be showing you the full transcripts, the full updates, and the full written report in which you need to know about everything that transpired in court today. Because once again, Nnamdi Kanu proved to Omotosho that he isn't afraid and that he will stand by the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria that states and protects his rights. Well, without wasting much of your time, I want to show you a video update of Senator Agwocha giving us a brief report on what transpired in court today. But before that very video, there is a short clip of Nnamdi Kanu I want to play here for you guys. After playing this clip, we are going to hit to what Senator Agwocha had to say about the updates on what transpired in court today, because Senator Agwocha was inside the court himself and he has the first-hand reports on what actually transpired in court today. Because Nnamdi Kanu came out and told Omotosho that, look, I won't open a defense. That the 1999 Constitution states that you can't try someone on a repealed law. Don't forget that in 2022, the appeal court vindicated Nnamdi Kanu, saying that Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer. So therefore, no court in Nigeria has the jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu. Without wasting much of a time, listen to what Agwocha had to say. But before then, Nnamdi Kanu's video will come first. After that, we are going to be heading straight to the full update on what actually transpired in court today.
It's not a written law. You cannot. You cannot. You can't convict me. Are you saying? It's not possible. I'm Nnamdi Kanu. Who's going to try it? Nobody can. They've not killed them dead to the person.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Yes, sir. What happened in court today, for me, continues to be rather scandalous. I've always said it, that Nigeria, there appear to be two sets of rules. One for the Igbo man and another for another Nigerian. This is exactly what I saw in court today. First of all, my name is Honorable Obi Agwocha. I represent the great people of Ikuano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Presidency. I am the primary representative for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, I'm going to speak to you as a layman. I'm not a lawyer. Today, there was a motion that was filed. Previously, I believe at the end of October, another motion was filed. And none of those motions were challenged by the prosecution team. They didn't raise any objection. The court did not overrule anybody, but admitted the motion. So on what basis then is the trial, the efforts that are being put to compel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to trial, when the motions have been put and yet to be challenged by the prosecution team? Mazi Kanu is asking for a simple question: on what law is he being tried? Neither the judge nor the prosecution team have answered that. And today, that motion that was raised by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and served to the prosecution team were not challenged. It is very, very critical and important that we know that. However, the judge now ruled, he said that he reserved November 20th for ruling, when there are jurisdictional issues, thresholds that are yet to be overcome. So this is a political trial veiled as a criminal trial. and for the stability of the Southeast and for the stability of Nigeria in a whole, to bring to end the civil war that was fought in 1967, means that the president should please look at the totality of President Nnamdi Kanu's trial and bring an end to this charade, a travesty of injustice, bring an end to it so that the Southeast can be peaceful again, Nigeria can be peaceful again. But if they are determined in the way they have steamrolled this process, rushing to a judgment, then like Nnamdi Kanu said, there's a God in heaven, and the injustices that have been meted to Igbos, we will not forget. We will not forget. Even if we forget, our children and our grandchildren will not forget. Because it is important that everybody knows things, especially Mr. President, that in order for him to consolidate his goodwill for 2027, start with how he handles the matter of Nnamdi Kanu. Because you cannot be there as the father of the nation and Nnamdi Kanu is being treated in the manner that he's being treated, when every other person who...
So guys, Uchechi Okwu Kanu, which is Nnamdi Kanu's wife, posted the public briefing notes on what actually transpired in court today. And I read, today's epic battle between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Justice James Omotosho at Abuja Federal High Court, issued by Onyedikachi Ifedi Esquire, in brackets, reporting from a tense courtroom. 1. Overview of today's shocking court developments. The electrifying proceedings in the case of the Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before Justice James Omotosho took a disturbing turn today, raising serious public concern over the integrity of the judicial process. Multiple actions and pronouncements made by the presiding judge have been widely described as unprecedented, hostile to fair hearing, and blatantly contrary to constitutional standards of criminal trial. Number 1 is telling us that Omotosho wasn't fair to Nnamdi Kanu in court today, that he was ruthless with his words, that Omotosho didn't watch his words. Don't worry, I'm going to show you where Omotosho rudely closed that very case and adjourned the case angrily to 20th of November. Because he told Nnamdi Kanu that, look, you have to abide by my principles. And Nnamdi Kanu told him, look, the 1999 Constitution states that, look at my rights, that I have every right to oppose this particular thing you guys are asking me to do. Nnamdi Kanu told him, you can't work on a repealed law. You can't try me under a repealed law. Listen to 2. Judge, unable to state the law under which Kanu is being tried in open court today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu demanded repeatedly that Justice Omotosho identify the specific written law under which he is being tried. Nnamdi Kanu was questioning Omotosho today that where is the written law that you are trying me under? Where are we going to find it in the subsection in the 1999 Constitution that look at my crime? Why are you trying me under what does not exist? Which is why Nnamdi Kanu was angry and furious today in court to Justice James Omotosho. Despite multiple direct requests, Justice Omotosho could not cite any written law creating the alleged offense. Instead of addressing these foundational constitutional requirements, the judge evaded the question. For the avoidance of doubts, Section 36 of 12 of the 1999 Constitution, in brackets, as amended, provides a person shall not be convicted of a criminal offense unless that offense is defined and the penalty, therefore, is prescribed in a written law. Kanu made it clear to the courts that no conviction can stand without a valid written law and that his faith is on Section 36 of 12 of the Constitution, not on the judge's personal views. 3. Judge, which is Omotosho, failed to acknowledge the use of a repealed law. Kanu moved a formal motion to expunge his plea from the court record on the grounds that the charge was founded on a repealed law. rather than taking judicial notice, something every judge is bound to do under Evidence Acts. Justice Omotosho sidestepped the issue. The court refused to acknowledge that no one can be tried under a repealed statute, a position anchored in Nigerian and international law. You can imagine that the court itself, led by Justice James Omotosho, failed to acknowledge that no one can be tried under a repealed law. Why are you trying Nnamdi Kanu under a repealed law? This is why Nnamdi Kanu was furious and angry in court today, saying that they can't try him, that they can't prosecute him. And indeed, Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. All what Nnamdi Kanu said in court today, he was on his rights. Let's head to 4. Omotosho blocks final written addresses, a disturbing first in Nigerian criminal trial history, in a move that has stunned legal observers nationwide. Justice Omotosho announced that he does not want any final written addresses from either party. This is widely viewed as an aberration and a dangerous departure from established criminal procedure. Final written addresses are a core component of fair trial, a mandatory stage before judgments, the primary avenue for defendants to challenge evidence and raise points of law. No credible record exists of a trial judge in Nigeria deliberately blocking final addresses in a criminal case. Legal commentators have described this as a judicial ambush. Imagine Omotosho ambushing someone he's trying. Imagine Omotosho ambushing Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine Omotosho taking bribe, because at this point in time, Omotosho has taken bribe. What he's doing to Nnamdi Kanu is injustice. It's nothing but a crime under the Nigerian law, under the 1999 constitution of this particular country. So therefore, why are you trying Nnamdi Kanu under a repealed law, Omotosho, I ask? Let's head to 5. Kanu's final word to the judge today. In response to the judge's position, Nnamdi Kanu told the court that he does not care what Justice Omotosho says because the constitution is supreme. He stated clearly that Section 36 of 12 CFRN forbids any conviction without a valid written law, and that no court can override the Constitution. Conclusion: what transpired in court today is not a normal judicial process. The actions and statements of Justice James Omotosho reflect a troubling pattern of procedural irregularities, disregard for constitutional safeguards, and hostility for fair hearing. This briefing is being issued in the public interest to ensure transparency and to conduct the concerning conduct observed in today's proceedings. Well, I have to thank Uchechi Okukanu, which is Nnamdi Kanu's wife, for bringing this public briefing to the public. And I have also done noble by also bringing this public briefing of note to you guys, because this is to enlighten everyone and to show the world the injustice that is being carried out against Nnamdi Kanu. So at this point in time, I rest my case by telling and informing you that Justice James Omotosho adjourned Nnamdi Kanu's case to the 20th of November, which is this month. So therefore, 20th of November is the next trial sitting of Nnamdi Kanu. At this point, do well to like this video, share this video, and most importantly, don't fail to hit the subscribe button below for more trending Nnamdi Kanu news.